Hey guys, so from the title you can tell that this look is going to be a 90s makeup look. So this really did give me the 90s vibe, even though I was born in the late 1990s. Anyways, for the first step, I'm using this moisturizer. It has a very low SPF. It's really good under your makeup. It's not greasy, and it does give you that little bit of sunscreen that you do need. You probably need more, but this is fine with me. And using this Maybelline Age Rewind concealer, I'm just rubbing it as an eye primer. This really helps my shadows stay on longer, and it's very lightweight and full coverage. Now I'm just setting it with a mattifying powder. I'm just dabbing it all on top. And then taking my Morphe palette, I'm using this transition shade, and I'm just using a fluffy brush to blend it and sweep it all over my lid. And then taking this darker transition shade, I'm just deepening up that crease. So using my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, I'm putting it all over my lid. You want to make sure you only put it on your lid. You don't want to put it too high. And then taking this white shadow and a flat brush, I'm dabbing it all on top. Make sure it looks covered and there's no blotchy spots. But that pencil is great because it is moisturizing. So using this dark brown shade and a more precise brush, I'm going in and deepening up that crease line. I'm using windshield motions to make sure all that product is put on the right way, and then using a fluffier brush and just blending it all out. And then using this transition shade, I'm dabbing it to make sure it looks kind of gradient, and then applying more of that dark brown. You want to make sure the brown pops out with that white, so don't blend too much. So putting this silvery shimmery color all over my lid, and this does help make the eyes pop out a little more. Telling from the 90s pictures of celebrities and stuff, you can tell they were not afraid to use a lot of silver makeup, like eyeshadow and such. So using a black liquid liner, I'm just doing a small wing, not going too crazy because I don't think they were that dramatic. I'm smoking out that liner a little bit using a black eyeshadow and a pencil brush. Very lightly, you don't want to mess up the eye makeup too much. Now taking a mascara, I'm just putting one coat. I'm just preparing it for my falsies. All the products I'm using in this video will be listed down in the description box like I always do. Now to put more coverage on my lash line, I just added more black powder. Now to conceal all the redness, I'm using a neutralizing concealer. This helps tone down the redness and kind of blur out those spots. I will be putting foundation on top of all this crazy concealing. So for the foundations I'm using, it's the Tarte Amazonian Clay and the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer for oily skin, and I'm spraying some Smashbox Photo Finish priming water, and I feel like this does help it blend into my skin a lot better, and it does make it last longer. And I'm just buffing it all into my skin. The foundation looks really light in this video, but in person it matches very well. So to conceal my bags and kind of highlight, I'm using this concealer in light pale. I'm just putting it under my eyes like triangles, and then I'm doing on the bridge of my nose, chin, and a little bit on my forehead. I don't want to waste this product, so make sure it's evenly put on your face. And I'm blending it all away using my Real Techniques damp sponge. You want to make sure it looks very even. So I'm using this Josie Maran blush bronzing balm. I'm just putting it on my cheeks. It's the first time using it and I really do like it. On the packaging it said that you can use it for your lips, your face, and hair, which I would not use it for my hair, but I'm just using the sponge to kind of disperse it all over. I really do like it. It has argan oil in it, so it's super moisturizing and it's not greasy at all. To tone it down a bit, I'm using that foundation brush with no extra product, and I'm just blending it in. It does tone down that pink color. Now my favorite step, I'm using a translucent powder and I'm pressing it in with a powder puff. So using my Anastasia Dip Brow, I'm defining my brows and shading it in. I know in the 90s they had super thin brows, but I just felt like this look needed the dip brow and it didn't really need powder or anything. And plus the dip brow is waterproof, it lasts all day, and I think it's easy to use. Now using a concealer to clean it all up, it'll help you look very put together. So to set my brow bone, I'm using this light skin toned color. It acts kind of like a highlighter, and I'm just setting it under my brows with a flat brush. And then using these two brown colors, I'm using the light one first, and I'm just smoking out the bottom lash line. And then putting it closer to the waterline, I'm using that dark brown color, and I'm using a pencil brush. It's kind of like a liner. And then using this cream colored pencil, this helps make my eyes look bigger. I'm just applying it to my waterline. I'm applying mascara, of course. I feel like my look is incomplete when I don't do this. And then brushing away all that baking powder. Not actually baking powder, but you know what I mean. I'm just brushing it all out. And especially on the areas that I did not bake, I'm setting it with this banana color powder, and I'm using a fluffy brush, dabbing it into my skin, not rubbing it away. Now using this Revolution, Makeup by Revolution I think is the name of the brand, I'm just bronzing up my face. I'm putting it on the hollows of my cheek and on the perimeters of my face. This helps just give you a little color and slims down your face. I really do love this brand. I'm starting to try out some of their products, and it's very affordable at Ulta. Now using a tiny little fluffy brush by Sigma, I'm not making my nose look extremely thin. I'm putting it on the areas that you really should contour if you want to look a little more natural, like you don't want your nose to look fake. and then I just put around my lips to give me some dimension. Now taking this Estee Lauder bronzer, it's a little darker than the first color I used, and I'm kind of just putting it on areas that I really do think is a little bigger, and using this corally color, I'm just brushing it all over my cheeks. This is a blush and highlight palette by that same brand, Makeup Revolution. Using that first rosy highlight color, I'm just dusting it on the tops of my cheeks, on the top of my lip, my chin, my nose, and above my brow. This is a beautiful palette because it has like 5 highlighters, which is really nice because then you can just build it up with different shades. Now using that yellow goldy color, I'm putting it on the tip of my nose. That first shade I used wasn't too overpowering as a highlighter, which I really do love, especially for this look. I've been doing this step. It's just putting translucent powder on areas you want to kind of clean up and sharpen. So to blend away any harsh lines, you'll want to use a fluffy brush. You don't really need to add any product on. And then I'm just brushing away that excess powder. So just defining the lips is the last step. Just kidding. Applying the lipstick is the last step. But anyways, I'm just lining my natural lips and then using this beautiful matte lipstick by Urban Decay. It's so perfect for this. And that's my finished look. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you didn't already. Thank you so much again.